Hello, how are you? Bloody subscribe, you snivelling tit. I love you. Expert videos do very well on YouTube. I'm an expert. I'm a criminal solicitor. And today I'm going to teach you how to swear at a policeman. We have a long history of laws that have tried to make swearing illegal. In 1623, the Profane Swearing Act banned swearing. It was rigorously enforced. For a labourer, the fine for swearing was 1 shilling. For a gentleman, it was 5 shillings.
Arsewipe.
Swear twice and you pay double.
Arse.
If you couldn't or wouldn't pay, you got an hour in the stocks. For the second offence, you got 2 hours. It didn't work. People carried on swearing.
Fuck, wank, bollocks.
It was replaced by the Profane Swearing Act of 1694. That was rigorously enforced too. It didn't work. People carried on swearing.
Piss. Bloody.
So they had another go with the Profane Oaths Act of 1745. Guess what? It failed. People carried on swearing.
Nerd. Gimp.
We've spent 300 years trying to make swear words illegal, and we failed. You can't legislate against the English language.
Damn and blast.
And we haven't learnt our lesson. We're still trying to make swearing illegal. The Profane Oaths Act was only repealed in 1967. Only 20 years later, we got the Public Order Act, which pretty much tried to do the same thing, with just as much success.
Arse.
Local councils regularly try it too. In 2005, tenants of Brighton and Hove's Hollingdean estate were obliged to sign contracts agreeing not to swear in public. If you broke the pledge, you could lose your home. In 2008, Preston Council put up signs that read no effing and jeffing. Police handed out fixed penalty notices of £80. As far as I know, people in Lancashire are still swearing.
Ball bag, wanker, idiot son of Donkey Kong.
In 2016, Salford City Council used a public space protection order to stop the use of foul language on Salford quays. Saying a rude word would get you a fixed penalty notice of £90, £1,000 if you went to court. Salford City Council didn't say which words were banned, so when Mark Thomas was booked to play Salford Quays, he wrote them a letter. He listed 425 words and asked which ones he could use in his act. Salford City Council wrote back saying they wouldn't interfere, so Mark led the audience out onto the street and did his act there instead. That order was dropped quietly in 2019. Sisyphus had his boulder, Tantalus had his elusive branch-bearing fruit. English law has swearing.
Pig's nipples and fanny batter.
Our police, and to some extent our courts, still think swearing is a crime. It bloody isn't.
Officers, by the fucking way, yeah?
Oh, whoa. You just swore. That's public order. I'm not having you swear.
The Public Order Act 1986 is used to arrest people for swearing all the time.
I swear once more you'll be arrested. Don't swear again. And pick up your litter, please.
I'm sorry, Baldy.
You're under arrest.
For what? For what?
You swore at me, I warned you.
On the West Yorkshire Police website, it says you could be arrested for swearing in the street. That's wrong. To be a crime, your words and behaviour have to cause alarm and distress. If not, it's not a crime. We are obsessed in this country with being polite. We pride ourselves on queuing for buses. We say please and thank you with a passion. We are preoccupied with saying sorry. We say sorry even when it's not our fault. Maybe it's not surprising. We have a very large population living on a very small island. We are crammed into narrow streets. Maybe being polite isn't such a bad thing, but it's a national obsession. Except when it's not. We as a nation are very fond of swearing. We bloody love swearing.
Shit or bust.
Arsehole. Wanker.
bastard, fuckface.
Bollocks.
Shit.
But we are blissfully unaware of just how bad we are at it. If you think about it, we only really have a few swear words. George Carlin said there are 7 dirty words, and he should know he was arrested for saying them. Shit, piss, cocksucker, and tits. But tits is such a nice word, it shouldn't really be on the list. Our rudest word is the C word. The C word is so rude, you can't say it. That C word is very odd. It's the only word in the English language whose meaning and pronunciation hasn't changed in hundreds of years. It's the one word we never say, and we've not been saying it in exactly the same way since the Middle Ages. It didn't even appear in the dictionary till 1972. And yet it's the only word we have that is truly shocking. For a nation that prides itself on being the home of Shakespeare, our language is poverty-stricken when it comes to cuss words. Polish profanity is so all-encompassing it has its own Wikipedia page. There are 47 variations on the word shit. Afrikaans is an extraordinary language for swearing. Chinese has extensive swear words. Italian profanity, it's poetic. Compared to the Russians, the French and the Turkish, we're very mild indeed. Swear words are odd. Every language has them, but they're not ordinary words. They have a power. Swearing will actually reduce pain. In experiments, you can hold your arm in a bucket of ice for far longer if you swear. Swearing affects you on a neurological level. That part of your brain that deals with swearing is different from that part of your brain that deals with language. Language is on the left side of your brain, swearing is on the right side of your brain. Swearing can increase your heart rate and increase skin conductance. There's a relationship between swearing and lying. People tend to tell the truth when they swear. They bloody do. Comedians use swearing to make you laugh. Your friends use it to feel part of your group. Other animals don't swear. It's very human. There was a study, a very serious study in Sweden in 2017 that looked at how PewDiePie uses swearing to build social relationships with his audience.
It's not a motherfucking drill.
Blimey! PewDiePie has 110 million subscribers. Hello, how are you? Bloody subscribe, you snivelling tit. I love you. YouTube is weird and so is swearing. It's impossible to legislate against human psychology. It's also impossible to write a list of swear words. They change over time. In the Victorian era, trousers was a swear word. In the 1930s, belly was profane. So is swearing illegal in England? Well, no, but that won't stop the police arresting you for it. In 2009, Denzel Cassius Harvey was stopped and searched by the police looking for cannabis. Perfectly legal search. Mr. Harvey swore at the officers. He swore a lot. F this man, I ain't been smoking nothing, he said. No drugs were found. Told you all you wouldn't find F all, he said. The police asked for his middle name. I've already effing told you, he said. He was arrested for a breach of the Public Order Act and got a £50 fine. But he appealed. Mr. Justice Bean at the High Court said no, swearing is not an offence. He said police officers hear those words all the time. They couldn't have been affected. So the police said members of the public heard the swearing and they were offended. The judge said nonsense. It's everyday language. The public hears swearing all the time. It's illegal to cause alarm, harassment and distress. It's not illegal to swear. But please, 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 don't swear at police officers. The police aren't lawyers. I run this defence at court. It's a version of this video. I don't always win. You can be arrested for swearing. The courts, of course, can convict you, and they might. So, how do you swear at a policeman? Swear nicely.
Damnation. Tarnation.
So long as you're not causing alarm, harassment and distress, it's perfectly legal.
Damn rotter. Oh, tosh.
That's it. I'm Matt Fresco, and if you enjoyed this video, subscribe now, or later, or in a moment. whatever.
Pussy.
Why are you still here? Fuck off.